Welcome everybody, NFT Parent here, doing a little NFT update here. There's been a lot of stuff going on. I feel like we should start out with the biggest announcement. I think is the VeeCon for Gary V's followers, the V friends. He made his announcement that in 2022, Minnesota, Minneapolis, let's see, May 19th to the 22nd, he's going to have his VeeCon. So he talks a little bit about it on the site if you want to get on there, and there's a YouTube video. So he's got of course, an extraordinary lineup of speakers, educational talks, Q&A, A-list entertainment. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a great time. He's got the preferred hotels, question and answer, how to get the tickets, everything. So if you own one of those NFTs, you can go to that if you're one of the V friends, and I'm sure that would be a great time. I'd love to be able to go to that. I do not own one myself, but definitely take a look at that. That's definitely big news. Gary V's huge for this, for the NFT space, and just for motivation and hardworking overall. He seems to do a great job for everybody. So check out VeeCon and let me know if you're going. I want to hear how it is, and I definitely want to see all the stuff that builds up to it because I'm sure there'll be a lot to come out of that. We've had some downtime going with the NFTs. I know a lot of stuff has dropped, so that's just part of the cycle, just like stocks or any other collectibles. There's going to be ups and downs, so I wouldn't freak out, but there's been a lot drop. I mean, we have some of the really popular ones like the Mutant Ape Yacht Club. The mutants have dropped. Let's see, you can get, those in the mid threes now, 3.5. You can get those. That's a really, I mean, seems like a deal right now compared to what they were at, but of course they could go lower. I don't know where the market's going, but I know these are much more reasonable priced for most people than the regular bored apes. Then you got the Kennel Club. You can get into those for the mid twos, 2.6 or so. They have those. So that's another one to get into if you're interested in, getting into one of the big ones that's proven itself, but doesn't have it doesn't have the high cost to get in. Um, Sevens was the one that I told you that they had the problem with the whale getting a bunch of stuff off the contract. They kind of lost my trust in that. I mean, they had a lot of people in their Discord, and there was a lot of buildup, and now the floor price for that is just 0.37. So, I mean, some of them look cool. You can get into that if you want. I'm going to kind of step back. A little tangent to go on. I'm not just talking about the sevens, but there are a couple discords or people that run different NFTs that I've reached out to and will not comment back for, I understand people get busy and this is a busy space and a lot of these people have other jobs and run businesses, but if somebody contacts you for a week and a half or so, it would be nice if they would get back with you. So really look into, the communities and the people that run these, because some of these even have great communities and good Discord people that run the Discords, but sometimes the people even above them aren't all about community or don't reach back out. So there's a few. I don't want to just, I people go through different things. I don't want to call out different names specifically, but just I would check out the different discords. I can say personally, the ones I've interacted with, the best ones ever since they changed over from the Russians as the Fame Ladies. When I reach out, they get back to me very quickly. They're very informative, very nice. They seem to always, answer questions. They seem very engaged on Twitter. So I mean, that's one that I really have gotten a lot of support from. I feel like they do a good job answering any question you have. So that's one I definitely want to give ups to them because they seem to really be into it and on the ball with what they're doing. So welcome to check out them. Their prices haven't dropped too low. They're like 0.12 floor, but they're they seem good, like a good team. And there's many other good teams out there, but there's some that I feel like the community is really supportive, but the team at the top isn't always. It's hard to get information out of them or questions answered. So just be careful. One of them that somebody asked me about was the Lonely Alien Space Club. There's 10,001 of these. I think they're pretty cute looking. They're pretty cool. So it's also not a really high floor, 0.19, so you don't have to spend a lot to get into those. But people were looking at those. Some of them have kind of the gas masks or the just kind of air filtered masks. Of course, there's COVID. You see a lot of them with the regular masks on, and these have all different. Some with eyes open, eyes closed, different shades. So there's a lot of different stuff going on here. But that's one to look into. I looked at some upcoming ones that were getting ready to come out, and honestly, nothing in the tomorrow or the day after that I saw really struck a chord with me to put on here. So I'm waiting until I see some other stuff come out that I can talk about that I'm a little more hyped about. Some of it I feel like is just kind of copying other ones. So just be careful what you choose. One I would like to talk to about is I did reach out to a guy. His name is Amon, and he does these sketches and drawings, which I think are cool. Most of what we have showed you is just digital art and done, with on computers, but this is, sketches and drawings based on summer encounters he's had. So, that not all of them are, kid friendly necessarily, but he has a very expressive way of doing his sketches and art, and I think they're really cool. It may be something you want to check out. They have, the price point's not super low, but it's not a lot of them, personal artists that's had some success start out at 1 ETH or so. These are still just 0.25. He's got 50 items and already has 15 owners and had some volume traded. So definitely look at the Summer of Love on here. I think they're really cool, and we always want to support the small up and coming artists. And he's had some good sales already, and I think his stuff's going to pick up. He's really creative and does some really good stuff. And I know he's got some other genres that he paints and draws also. So just keep an eye for those. But please reach out, subscribe, and like. Reach out on Twitter to NFT Parent. I'd love to hear from you, good or bad. Tell me what you're looking at. Let me know if you're going to VeeCon. I think that'd be awesome to hear about. I think that's going to be a cool thing. Gary V's awesome. Look into some of these other ones. If you got some ETH saved up, there's been some really quality projects like the apes and stuff that have dropped. I know the Vogues are down. A lot of people like those. Koalas, penguins, everything. The gutter rats. A lot of things have dropped down, and it could still go lower, but you never know what's going to happen. So just get into stuff you like and that you believe in, and hold on to it and see where it goes from there. But I appreciate it. Have a good night. Thanks.